Let me help you out of your chair, Grandma. Grandma.
Hey, what up? This is Jay Music.
Hey, man, it's Randall from Clerks.
And you're watching Rubber City Wrestling. Real pro wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Rubber City. Isn't that what they call James Franco's bedroom? Guy orders condoms by the pallet.
Snoogans.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Rick Lieb. And with me today, as always, he is the voice of Rubber City Wrestling. None other than Ricky Williams.
I wish I was not here today.
I bet you do. Okay, well, as many of you remember, last week, Ricky Williams and I made a bet. And the bet was, if I lost, I can't even remember what the hell I had to do. I had to drink something that he wanted me to drink. Not going to happen now. Oh, it's that tea. Where's it at? I had to do the tea again.
It's gone.
Well, he's got it on. You got it in a can now. And
well, this is
Arizona
this is actually different. This is Arizona.
I don't care about
Arizona
drinking it.
Sweet.
I just don't like tea.
Okay.
And, well, give me a second here. It takes a minute. All right. But if I win the match against Purple Hooter, Ricky has to do a shot of my homemade. By the way, this is 190 proof. Look at that. I filled it to the top because I knew that you'd want it all.
Why is it bubbling though?
Oh, because it's like it came out of a laboratory. I'm going to put this down right here so you don't drink it all after you taste it. But anyway, I know you've had it before, but it gets you. Here's the thing. I know he likes it. Problem is, it's really hot because it's really strong.
I hate the heat.
And it messes him up really bad. And so we're going to go ahead and start this show with you paying off your debt. So come on, bottoms up. I love that barrel, by the way. That's a
no, it is
touch.
a sick barrel.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this over with. Oh my goodness.
Boy, as if you weren't drunk enough at the show. Great calls, by the way.
Oh yes, thank you.
Here goes. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, so y'all know, I'm not going to be drinking any of that because I know for a fact that it'll have me slurring my words by the end of the show. And I'm not doing that. So, well, if you were chilly, you're definitely not cold now, are you?
No.
Now you're going to be sweating on the air today. Anyway, what do we got here, though? We actually had some drinks sent in to us. I don't remember who it was. Do you remember who it was?
It was me again.
Oh, you sent these in?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you keep bringing in drinks?
Because I love bringing in drinks. Anyway, we got some hard Mountain Dew. Now, RoleModel.
I do not like regular Mountain Dew, but maybe I'll like hard.
This is actually good.
Now, you gave me watermelon. I love watermelon, so.
Yes, well, hold on. Cheers.
Oh, salute. On me beating the Purple Hooter.
Yes, congrats.
Okay. Well, that's actually really good.
Told you.
I can get in trouble with that one.
I'm
go ahead.
good at picking alcohol, just saying.
We got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to go ahead and run down a couple of things that happened at the last event. And then we're going to bring up a couple matches that are already signed for the next event. New Year's Wrestlution that's going to be taking place on January 25th at the Akron Turner Club. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do a lot of talking about that. See you in 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
TNT Health, unmasking your potential. So, you want to look like the headline Vinny DiMaggio? Here's your chance. Let's not be ridiculous. Nobody can look like Vinny. But if you need that energy before your workout, or you want to lose some weight, burn some fat, we got that. You want to build some lean muscle? You can get it at TNT. Or even if you just need the essentials, BCAAs, juiced up. Here at TNT Health, we carry it all. Come visit us at TNTHealth.com.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. This past Saturday, Rubber City Wrestling was at the Akron Barley House for the first time ever, and it's a pretty good show. I didn't like the lighting too much. I think we might have to do something about that.
Yes.
We're going to address that at the next one. But it worked out good for
Okay, RoleModel?
the way.
Oh, you're out of breath.
Oh yeah, I had to run to the bathroom while we were at a commercial break, so I'm not out of breath. I just had to be quick.
I'm already buzzed.
I only had 2 minutes and 2 seconds, right?
That stuff, man, I swear.
You're buzzing already?
Yeah, that stuff's tough.
Come on, give me credit on that.
It gets me good.
Anyway, the match with me and Purple Hooter, I had $10,000 put on the line. A lot of people don't understand what happened at the end. And I'm going to go ahead and break it down to you. Okay, so Purple Hooter made sure that he had in his contract that he could use the purple juice. Now, in my opinion, that's an illegal advantage for a guy who already claims he's a superhero. So, I had my lawyer put in the contract that the Purple Hooter has to beat me with a 5 count. And I have to win with a 3 count if he's allowed to have the purple juice. Well, he brought the purple juice. Oh, by the way, I took his mask off. Did you catch that? I told you guys it was Jeff Meekins. Big shock there.
Whatever.
But now he not only take his mask off, but I beat him. But here's what happened. So he hit me with his choke slam. Not gonna lie, it hurt like hell. But I was waiting for a 5 count. Now, the referee obviously wasn't informed, and he counted 3, and he tried telling the bellman to ring the bell, but the bell guy ain't ringing the bell, and there's a reason for it, because he read the contract. And so nobody understood what the heck was going on. He kept saying it. The crowd's like, that was 3, that was 3. He's like, yeah, it was 3. Kept holding up 3 fingers. Nobody's doing it. I'm like, yeah, that was 3. But I would have kicked out of it for the record, even if he went 5. I was just sitting there and buying my time because I knew that it was only 3. So if you try and think that I was out cold, I wasn't. I was just waiting, just like I wait 1, 2. I'll take the break and then kick out. So anyway, while the ref was being explained this by my guys, who were like, "No, it's in the contract, man. We can bring it out if you want." I cleanly hit Purple Hooter with an open fist and knocked him out cold.
Whatever.
And then I got the pin.
Can I just say something real quick?
What?
That was the biggest screw job in RCW history. I'm just saying right now.
They tried to screw me over, yeah.
No.
When
No, your dumb little contract.
no, he's got the
screwed
purple
everything.
juice.
I don't care. So or not, he always had that purple juice. His whole wrestling career.
Exactly, and I believe that it's a performance-enhancing drug.
No, it's not.
Then how comes he gets stronger when he drinks it?
Well, how come, like, back then in the past, you had Pepsi and made you stronger than that?
Pepsi didn't make me stronger, it made me richer. I had a contract.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Well, it should be fair enough. He can have purple juice if you have your boys out there who's attacking the wrestlers that you face.
But as you see, they didn't even get
listen,
involved.
that isn't fair, in my opinion.
All right, well, that match will air sometime down the road on Global, and then we'll go ahead and watch it from there.
Oh, we will.
New championships to report. James Lethal defeated Big Black Cock for the belt, and
Hawk.
I said that.
No, I heard you.
I think you just hear me wrong. Big Black Hawk.
Oh, now you
If I say it's slow motion, yeah, I guess it sounds different. So, and oh yeah, and the way that we were defeating Marcus Knight and Aaron Black, we were beating them single-handedly, and it pissed off their new manager / president of the company / very biased booker, who always seems to try and favor his boys, Andrew Burkett, which, by the way, it was also not cool. We saw this past Thursday on Global, and even you have to admit, the president of the company and the man in charge of booking, now managing two guys.
He has a managing license.
No, I don't have a problem with him managing. I have a problem with him managing and booking and running the company.
That's fine.
No, it's not fine. That's just as dirty as when everybody was mad at Eric Bischoff when he was in NWO and he kept giving Hulk Hogan and all them world title matches. I mean, think about it for a minute. He's pulling an Eric Bischoff.
I want to go that far.
I would go further. He attacked me, and then he hit Rossiter.
You had a chair.
No, I was getting. Listen, I broke my back in 2005, right?
Goodness, you
And
had
so I was going to
chair.
sit down on the chair while I was out there, since I didn't really need to do anything. I don't have to interfere.
Yeah, okay.
And
You're really going to sit down on
all
the
I
chair.
planned on doing was sitting down on the chair. I put it under the ring just in case I needed it, and I needed it.
RCW fans, he's bullcrapping right now. For real. This is ridiculous. He's lying.
Listen,
There's no way.
no, I'm truthing.
You're truthing.
You said I was lying. I'm a truther, not a liar.
Oh,
Ask
okay.
my son Riot.
Yeah, well, I think he disagrees too.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I was gonna go and sit on the chair because my back was starting to hurt. I went to pull it out. He got mad at me, threw the chair down, and I'm like, that's not cool. But my guys were winning, and so he's like, how could we get this match, disqualified, or how could I cause a distraction? I don't know what was in his mind. So he slapped me in the face. Didn't hurt.
As he should.
Didn't hurt, but it was still an attack. And I walked in, I looked, and I'm like, I can't believe this dude just did this. I was in shock.
You were trying to end that man's career, and you know it. That's why you had the chair out. You were going to slide it in the ring and have Rossiter hit it with the chair. And
you guys
beat him
giving
up.
Rossiter this chairman bad name is just horrible.
Well, you sure showed it after that.
Listen, I don't want to hear any of that crap. But anyway, what happened was,
Whatever.
and then when Rossiter, who obviously could have just attacked him and beat the hell out of him, was trying to talk to him, because you guys have to understand, this guy not only books the events, he's also the president of the company. So we don't want to get on his bad side like that. And so we're trying to explain to him what is going on here. Why would you attack me? Why would you? And he freaking sucker punched Rossiter, or sucker kicked him, or did something. And so I had, by then, 2 assaults. I had enough. To either call the police on him, because he has nothing to do with this match, or beat the hell out of him. I chose option B. And so I kicked him right in the balls, and yes, I stomped the crap out of him. And I admit to all that. So Commissioner Shannon, if you're wondering, yes, I do admit to it. And yes, because he's right now investigating this, because the winner of that match, they were going to get, and this is another thing, by the way, the winner of that match was going to get a shot at the World Tag Team belts. Now, why would the World Heavyweight Champion and the RCW Global Television Champion need another belt to add to them? Why? It makes no sense. Because they are getting played, blatant favoritism. And which is why I'm asking that Shannon Goho takes control of the books as the commissioner, and takes control of everything else. He can't just be the one who writes off or signs off on it. He needs to be in control of the booking. And that's one of the things I'm asking. And I'm pleading with you, Shannon. Commissioner, that my guys deserve a shot at the World Tag Team belts
Shannon,
at this event right here.
listen to me right now.
Now,
Okay.
now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and change subjects. This, our Saturday, January 25th, 2025,
I'm not
Rubber City Wrestling presents New Year's Wrestlution. It'll be 20, what? Were you about to say something?
Yes, I was about to say something. First
What?
of all, Shannon, you made the right decision and actually not book those guys in a match for a title match. I'm just saying right now. Because, first of all they do is cheat, lie, and do everything they can to ruin all these great wrestlers' chances of being champion like they always were supposed to be. By the way, producer, I'm going to need a water bottle after this because holy moly. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, yeah, because obviously, whatever you're saying, you're drunk. You are drunk because you shouldn't be saying stupid stuff like this.
Wait.
Anyway,
No. Bullcrap.
already
Let's
signed.
start.
Can I promote, or are you going to just keep on drunk talking? Thank you. Already signed. It'll be myself versus John Potok in the main event.
I'm gonna destroy you.
Now, what I did not agree to, and I'm going to try and get out of this, by the way.
And you won't.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, you're just hearing things.
All right, listen. I said I want John Potok at the next event, which would be this event, if I beat Purple Hooter.
You did.
So then I want to know whose idea it was to make this event all steel cage matches.
Oh, I love it.
I love it too. I just don't know because I don't want to be in the ring with this guy in a steel cage.
And I hope to see
I don't
you
think it's
bloody.
a fair match.
I hope to see you bloody.
I don't like steel cage matches because they end up scarring me.
Good.
Every steel cage match has a mark on my head. It has a mark. I've got marks on my arms. I got marks on my. Do you realize that cage sliced my leg open?
That's amazing.
And the cage they rent has like little condensation, whatever those bumps are. When when metal gets old, like bumps all over it. It's like rubbing into a steel cage made out of like sandpaper.
That's awesome.
No,
I
it
hope
is
Champ,
not.
Champ, do what you gotta do, my man. Just saying.
I have a funny feeling that he's the one paying for this cage just so that they can do it. And I don't think it's funny.
I think it's great.
So, anyway, that's the first match signed to this thing.
Can't wait.
It'll be myself versus John Potok. There will be other matches that we will go ahead and talk about next. But we have to go and take another break. So we're going to pay some more bills. But while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and get everything in order. Try and get him a little sobered up. But when we come back, we're going to take your questions.
Blue Collar Brawler J.O. Watson here. I work hard all day, every day. Working for the common man, working for everyone. And when I get off work and I want to have a nice cool beer to reward myself, I come to Lou's Tavern in Prairie Township, Ohio.
For good times with good people in a family-like environment, come to Lou's, 3238 Lincoln Way East in Massillon, Ohio, 44646. RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Hello, yes, this is Danhausen.
This is Sunny from Glow.
The Birdman Coco Beware. Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
Gangrel, and you're watching Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not that flippy stuff.
Get your thrill with the real.
Keep banging and banging.
Take care and Sunny smiles.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Oh, shit. Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Fans, don't forget, January 25th, New Year's Wrestlution, me versus John Potok. Right now, it's stated to be in a steel cage. I'm going to see if I can get out of that.
Just saying, be there or be DJ Square. Just saying.
You know he hates that, right?
Oh, good.
He's going to kick your butt. And I'm going to laugh when he does
We'll see. We'll see eventually.
Anyway, well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We got answers.
If you'd like for us to answer your questions on the air, feel free to write us at x.com/wrestling
rubber.
Wow, you actually remember things when you're drunk. Are you drunk? Is that thing hitting you yet?
I mean, it hit me, but then it's starting to calm down. It hits hard, though. It really does.
Oh, I know it does. You want another shot of it?
No, I'm good. I'll be slurring my words the whole time.
You've been slurring your words the whole time anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to get worse. Anyway, we got some questions for us, role model. Can't wait for that.
For us?
For us. Sorry. Again.
Let's hear it.
All right. What are you... Well, by the way, this is by Devin in Akron, Ohio.
Nice.
Thank you, Devin. What are your thoughts on recent feud between Ray Stewart and Spike?
Spike Ronan?
Yes.
Well, they don't. A lot of people don't put it in. They just put Spike down. I get it. I don't know what it's about yet. I mean, I've asked Spike what's going on, and he's like, it doesn't make sense to him. Spike's like, he taught him how to wrestle, and instead of being a good understudy, he's been nothing but just defiant. And now Spike's even madder because he feels that Ray, obviously, and I feel so too, cheated to win that match. And it's just, put it this way, Spike wants another match with him, but for some reason, Spike didn't get another match with him. And so, who knows? We'll figure that out as it comes to us, but I have no clue. What is your thoughts on it?
Well, the teacher versus student thing.
Yeah.
That made a lot of sense.
Well, that. How many
you got to think about it. Ray has always wanted to beat his teacher, and he actually did in the past show.
Yeah, but think about it for a minute. How do you think Spike feels right now? There was three.
There
was 3 teacher versus student matches in that last card.
Oh yeah,
I beat Hooter.
But you can't.
Shh.
Go ahead.
Crowley beat Johnny. No, wait. No, he didn't. That's right. I went to a draw.
Oh, well, yeah, because...
Yeah, okay, we'll explain that one later on Global. And then finally... So I guess there was like a win-loss tie. That's a pretty good one. Anyway, but no, I mean, Spike has to be seeing red right now, and I don't blame him.
Well,
honestly...
can you say, though, as a teacher, be a little happy, impressed with him a little bit?
No, because it was his student that I mean, he's the one that eliminated him from.
It shows that Spike's a good teacher, though. I mean, think about it that way.
That is true, but we already knew that. Anyway, all I'm saying is,
all right. Well,
I think that Ray better tread lightly because a pissed off Spike Ronan is not the enemy that you want to have. I'm just going to say it right there.
All right. Well, good question, Devin. But I'm going to see it first because I'm a little drunk anyway. We got one by Jesse in Cleveland, Ohio. How do you see the upcoming match between your woman, Rick Lieb, and the champ, John Potok, playing out?
Okay, obviously I've already had this posted online, so a couple people have already seen it. Now they even know to ask about it, since it's the only match that's posted online. How do I see it coming about? Well, first of all, I don't think it's fair that it's going to be in a steel cage, but if it is, I still see the same ending. I'm going to beat John Potok.
He did last time.
I should have won that match, but he had to have a freaking...
Someone had to hit a ref.
No, the ref hit me. I killed a wasp that landed on him, and he hit me.
I love how you're still, to this day, blaming a wasp on your bad doings. Just saying. Anyway.
He would have been stung. And what if he has a bee allergy?
Whatever.
Okay, what do you think?
I think, well, first of all, in that match, I'm just going to go back to it. You did not see a bee. Second of all, I feel like John's going to whoop your butt. I'm just saying straight up, John is going to be so mad because of that match, because you, by the way, your contract ripped off that match, that John is going to work so hard towards that match just to destroy you, in that cage. I'm just saying.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that you're drunk talking or the fact that you're just a
I'm
mark.
sort of sober up a little bit. I'm good now.
No, you're a mark then.
How am I a mark?
You're a John Potok mark. You grew up a fan of his, obviously, and now you believe that he's going to beat me.
Because I do. Because he did last time. I feel like he could do it again.
First of all, John Potok, he felt my power.
Yeah.
He don't want me.
Still.
He don't want me. He definitely don't want this.
All right, whatever you say.
You know, he's got little man syndrome.
Little man syndrome.
That's where they think that they're as big as the real champ.
He's bigger than you.
I'm not talking about in the stomach. I'm talking about the rest, or a skull. I'm talking about the rest. I bet you my arms are bigger than his. We should measure them. What do you think?
Are you ready for question 3?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This one is by Scott in New York.
Boy, he's talking slow still, so I think he's still buzzing. Go on.
I am. Which wrestler do you think is most underrated right now? Great question, by the way, Scott. Oh, dude, this is good.
I'll let you go first.
Most underrated wrestler.
He's probably going to say somebody that's not even underrated.
No,
again.
Hold on. I'm going to say the most underrated wrestler.
Please don't say someone like Mike Smiley.
I'm not. That's not a Mike Smiley yet. I mean, he's a freaking
former champion.
He's a
That's
former
why I
champion
don't
legend
want you
anyway,
saying
so it doesn't.
I wouldn't call him legend, but I just know you, and you're like, oh, Mike Smiley's underrated. Nobody, and it's like, dude, won belts. He's
I'm gonna say Brendan Miller.
Brendan Miller.
Yeah, underrated, very good. He has some lost spats and wins as well. Dude is a fighter. If he continues to fight harder, man, he can get there.
That ain't a bad one. I think Scott E. Stevens.
Wow, so biased. That makes sense.
What do you mean it's biased?
Can't even go outside the way members. You have to pick a way member. How about outside the way? Who would you say?
No, I'm just saying because Scotty Stevens, people overlook him, and I'm just like, you guys are overlooking. This guy literally has the psychology level of a Jake Roberts. He has the in-ring ability of a Jake Roberts. He reminds me of a much classier version of Jake.
Okay, who would you be your next pick as underrated wrestler then, other than Scotty Stevens?
Well, none of the other members are really underrated. So if I wasn't picking someone in the way,
yeah.
If I wasn't picking someone in the way, I would say Spike, but he's been a champion many times. I don't think he's underrated. I think everybody knows how good he is. I would say, who's one of these up-and-coming guys that just might be able to...
Oh, another one. JD Smooth.
JD Smooth? He's been a champion everywhere he's been. He just doesn't wrestle enough in RCW for him to really put himself in the top picture. I guarantee he's not underrated. But I would say that maybe the guy that just won the All-American City Championship, Kenny Collins. I mean, I know he's been a champion, but I think people just don't...
I want to call him underrated.
No.
Because he's won things, you know what I mean?
You're right.
I'm looking for wrestlers that haven't won anything.
Oh, did you write that one in?
No, I didn't write that one in, but I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying, though. All right, I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, so a wrestler's never won anything that's underrated. I know the most overrated wrestler, that would be Draven Post. Most underrated wrestler is, gosh, that's a pretty tough one when you think about it like that. Makes me wish I had a roster right in front of me. I'll say the most underrated wrestler is Backwoods Zook.
I was thinking that or the Butcher.
Well, the Butcher's not underrated after winning that freaking steel cage match. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be cashing in his thing to get a world title match against the Marcus Knight. So,
well, what about
the winner of that, the winner of that gets any shot at any belt he wants.
My apologies
as long as it's in his weight class.
Forget his name, but what's that one member from Schizo? It was Schizo and...
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, Patches. I was completely impressed with him.
That's my number one thought. I actually was thinking this Patches. I just couldn't think his name.
Because of the respect I have for Schizo and the respect I have for the Butcher, and the respect I have even for backwoods. Look, I don't know much about this Patches.
That's an underrated feud, by the way.
I call
it underrated feud. Underrated team. I'm sorry.
What, Sweet Sugar Mo before? What?
Yeah. Good
I definitely I stayed out of that. I don't know if you noticed, I did not interfere one time in that match because me and Schizo are friends, and that's basically a guy in his group. So that match was won cleanly by Harley T. Morris. But I will tell you this, I have never been more impressed with somebody in failure or in a loss than I was with him. So yeah, that was a good one. That's actually, that one there, I think we could both agree, he's probably the most underrated wrestler.
Most underrated, yeah.
Okay, I'll even get rid of this Scotty Stevens one, sort of. But yeah, because he's got to be the most underrated one. That match he put on was fantastic. Matter of fact, I applaud you on that one. You definitely showed that you are worthy of competing. Anyway, guys, we got to get out of here. So don't forget, one last time, January 25th. Tickets are already on sale. If you see a poster, all you have to do is zap this QR code. If not, links will be up online. I have tickets. I know a lot of the other wrestlers have tickets. So if you want to hit them up, you can save $5, but you have to pay cash. And if you don't, then guess what? You got to buy it online, and you're going to pay the full price. So anyway, it is what it is. For Ricky Williams, I am your role model, Rick Lieb. Say join us again next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight. Salute.
Salute.
Kill this.